L plus ratio plus Maidenless plus touch grease.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy McLavish, and we back at it with another Elden Ring video, man. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, and holding it the fuck down. Peace, prosperity, and power, mind, body, and soul. Death before dishonor, baby. We in the motherfucking building, man. And this, I'd like to introduce you to my spell blade, man. I'm so glad to finally be at a point where I can finally show him off. Well, her. Of course, I have a female character in this game, of course. Um, yeah, man, I'm just thoroughly excited to show you guys the trials and the tribulations I had to go to get to where I was in those clips, man. I got my ass whooped for a month. This game's been out for a month, and I'm finally starting to see the progress of where I want to be as far as my build, man. I'm so excited to be able to produce this kind of damage output with the build that I have now. I am so happy to be able to experience the type of build that I envision for myself, and this game humbles you, to be honest. This game definitely humbles you. You realize that every enemy that you face is going to have some sort of different antics as far as trying to wipe you the fuck off the screen, as this fucking ball tries to do, you know. Whoever the designer is for the enemies in this game, fuck you. You can be level 100, like I'm like 105, 107 right now, and you can go back to a place in an area where you actually were struggling before and still get fucking humbled. That's how this game works. But right now, this quest that I'm on is the quest that basically completed what I wanted in terms of getting my character where I want it to be. All the trials and the tribulations I faced in this quest I recorded for you guys.
Oh my god. They dropped down right on top of me.
Pause. And I was just able to capture this moment. So capture these moments for you. So I actually hope you guys enjoy this. This is the Ranny side quest. It is a big main quest within the Elden Ring, and I wouldn't have been able to figure this out on my own, so I definitely had to do some research and figure out what I needed to do. But man, the rewards at the end of this are absolutely worth it. I recommend doing this quest for anybody and everybody, especially my sorcerers, because they are sorceries at the end of this that you do not want to miss. With that being said, man, we went ahead and we tried to get where Astel was, man. We had to conquer Astel, we had to conquer Blade, or however you say his name, man, and we just went to war, man, and I started to slowly but surely see that progress, man. So touch grace Yes, sir. So we finally get to a point where we finally run into this guy, right? The guy that Rainey's been telling us to fight. I get excited because it's a first boss fight in a while, right? My strategy here: spam with Glintstone Pebble until I can see what the enemy really wants to do, right? Spamming with Glintstone Pebble is more of a defensive tactic, right? One, to see how much offense I can put into him, and two, to see how nimble this opponent really is.
Chat.
As he heals himself, I realize, like, okay, most of the red enemies that you face in the game always have one heal, right? So now I'm sitting here like, okay, he hasn't done anything, so I'm going to continue to spam him down until he proves me otherwise.
Let's see if you have 7 fucking flags for your health.
It becomes a pretty boring fight, in my opinion, because he can't get in, and with this sorcery, it's just like I'm just controlling the whole fight the entire time, right? Now, I will say that this is not the entire way I play my sorcery build, but I've realized you have to play it safe when it comes to dealing with opponents. Until they draw your hand and force you to do something out of the norm, you stick to what you know.
I definitely need more endurance.
So I eliminate him. Beautifully fought, as I spammed him down the entire fight, right? Easy day. I don't know who struggled against that. I saw some decent blood stains around this area, but that part of the quest is completed, right? Rain is going to give me this key.
Let's go, chat.
And I'm going to continue going on with this quest, right?
On to the next part. So much for items.
First and foremost, baby, touch grace, right? Now we're at the Lake of Rot, and I had to do my research and figure it the fuck out as what I needed to do to get the fuck across this lake, right? And I realized I have a spell that's going to be able to help me out get across this lake. It's basically this big fat ass spell that allows me to cross the lake or deal with the Scarlet Rot as it builds up, right? So instead of using all the things that they've given me, I just decided to use my sorceries to be able to get through it. And as I speed it up, you guys can slow it down if you guys need to follow the exact path, or if you guys just want to, see exactly where I went. But I speed it up here so we can get through it. Me figuring it the fuck out. Scarlet Rot, right? I get over here. I use my sorcery. Kills the Scarlet Rot, right? Figuring the fuck out where I need to go. Right? Just figuring it out. Get up here. Scarlet Rot gone, right? And this is a wash, rinse, and repeat thing, right? I avoid the enemies, not really worried about them, because they're just ads at this point. Their job is destined to just slow you down and just fuck you up, right? So I realized after I researched that I need to go this way, right? This quest, without, how can I say this? Without knowing exactly where to go, I would have never figured this kind of stuff out, right? Because the creators in this game aren't going to give you a guide or anything like that. So this was like the perfect opportunity for me to start researching and figuring out where I needed to go on this quest line, because I knew what I wanted at the end of this quest, right? So eventually we get there, right? Keep healing myself up, right? Keep eliminating the Scarlet Rot as it comes through. I'm out of freaking flask at this point, so I'm a little nervous that it's like a boss around this corner. But eventually I realize that there's a grace, right? And I'm safe, right? So I can sit down, reset, and I can continue to move on with the quest. So after we touch grace, we head down these stairs over here to my left, and then we continuously follow the blood-stained paths and the messages at this point, because come on, this is what you do. You follow the blood. I mean, obviously people are falling off the map. I don't see how they do that. But yeah, so you follow this down, and thankful to the people who put this guide out there, because I definitely would have not figured this out on my own. I know there's people out there who are like, you should just play the game organically. Well, I know myself, right? And I know for a fact I wouldn't have been able to find this, right? I'm learning past these bosses because they mean nothing to me. Granted, I could get some runes out of this, but at the end of the day, my purpose is to get to where I need to go, right? Fighting these guys is basically just wasting my flask and potentially damaging my health. So I climb into this coffin. I would have never figured out that I needed to climb into a coffin on the opposite side of this world, right? So we keep going, get into this coffin, and the coffin just slides down the Scarlet Rot River waterfall, right? And we wind up in this layer. And in this layer, we got motherfucking Astel, man. So you know what that means. Rune arc up, hit the flash, get the spell boost, and then we cue the battle music. Astel is defeated at this point. I'm happy. I continue with the quest at this point. Go back to the academy, open up the chest that's been locked forever, and I was trying to figure out what that was for. You get that key, you go back to the academy, you unlock it, you get the dark moon ring, and the dark moon ring basically unlocks this side of the Lake of Rot after you kill Astel. So I'm reading my messages, I'm continuing to go, and at this point I'm doing my research and I realize, hey, what's next? And the guide says that I have to go up here, go into the depths of this cathedral up here. But of course, it's never that easy, man. First and foremost, of course, they put a dragon in front of the cathedral. A glintstone dragon that's just the bane of my existence for the next 20 to 25 minutes. I always want to, like, one fight a boss, but it's so difficult, touch grace, when they do things like this. Cue the battle music. At this point, man, I'm screaming in the Discord chat. My ego's all over the place. I'm fucking yelling and screaming because I just fucking magic pixeled this fucking dragon. No flash left. And I finally got my goddamn moon blade. And I'm so fucking happy, man. I'm screaming in the chat. Everybody's like, shut the fuck up, Wyatt. And eventually I end up back at Rennie's Rise to face Blade. Let's just say, man, I spammed him down again. L plus ratio plus maidenless plus touch grace plus you're tarnished. And I'll let the rest of the video play out, man. Peace, prosperity, and power. Mind, body, and soul, death before dishonor. Stay sturdy out there. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, and holding it the fuck down, man.
I was about to say, this is the smartest AI I've ever seen in my life. It decided to stand and get behind the Christmas. But it looks like, once again, I cheat Elden Ring. And it's nothing the game can do about it. It feels good. is Elden Ring, man. You gotta take your wins when you can. If you know, you know. He can't even aggro me because I'm nowhere close. Sorcery OP. One more for the people in the back. Come on, come on. Oh, this is getting the brain. It's too late for you. It's too late for you. R.I.P. You're a good man. Oh yeah, Chad. Oh yeah, Chad. Let's talk to Iggy. Hey, brother.
Oh, there you are. Have you heard? Along the dark path, it would not, as Lady Rani's war counselor, and moreover, her childhood warden, I express my deepest gratitude.
Of course.
You... Unthinkable. How could Blythe? How did he break free from his cell? No. More importantly, Blythe became a curse that plagued Lady Rani. Yet even in madness, gave himself to her. I've made a grave misjudgment. And I thought myself a capable... I'll catch up with you soon enough when I do. Something else?
Yes. Chat. No, I will never talk to him. He's always been good to me. Don't ever try to troll him. Well, we completed Ronnie's storyline, defeated Astel, and got through every single thing I said I wanted to complete today. Now, I can go play with friends. You too. I appreciate you for coming through. Peace, prosperity, and power. Mind, body, and soul. Death before dishonor. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, and holding it the fuck down. I will become Elden Lord. Have a blessed day.